Fox Connecticut's Bo Berman begins our coverage. He joins us in the studio with more. Bo.
Yeah, Brent, these 5 warrants, each several pages long and unsealed today for the first time, have several key components blacked out. But beyond that, which has been redacted, there's a glimpse of Adam Lanza, and who had an arsenal of weaponry, is also described by investigators but from a witness as a shut-in who played the video game Call of Duty and said Sandy Hook Elementary School was Adam Lanza's life. We may never know exactly why Adam Lanza struck Sandy Hook Elementary School, but the dozens of pages in search warrants now unsealed show some elements of his home life. In the home, an arsenal of weapons, including thousands of rounds of ammunition, several long-bladed knives, and samurai swords. A list of bullets and weaponry so long, former state police crime scene investigator Peter Valentin says he stopped counting. Valentin says the shotgun found in the car with 70 rounds was particularly disturbing.
He had 70 rounds of ammunition for that, and that's a particularly devastating weapon. And so I don't know if his intent was to go back and retrieve that weapon or whether or not that had another purpose, but that could have made an already tragic situation much, much worse.
Valentin would have been at the scene had he not retired 2 years ago. He says he was interested in the several hard drives and electronic evidence found.
Clues to what kind of planning he might have engaged in might be found, or most likely will be found, on items like that.
Investigators also found photographs of a dead body covered in plastic and blood, a news article about a deadly mass shooting in Illinois, and books about living with autism and Asperger's syndrome, as well as Lanza's NRA membership document.
And so it's very easy to, immediately dismiss him as being mentally ill and just, describe all his actions with that understanding. But there's more to it than that.
In all, 154 spent shell casings were recovered. Lanza had 9 30-round magazines and took 27 lives inside the school in less than 5 minutes. But even with the suspect gone, investigators have reason to continue.
Everybody wants to know the why. Why did this happen? What the prosecutors and the investigators are looking at is, were there any violations of criminal law?
Which may include phone calls to places like the Oklahoma shooting range listed on a receipt in the Lanza home. Work that, according to former Chief State's Attorney Chris Moreno, could take quite a while.
This is how it's done in an investigation. It's long, it's drawn out. This is not a TV show. This is the real deal.
Now, one side issue in all of this is why the witness interviewed by the FBI who characterized Adam Lanza on the warrant is not being named, and why several paragraphs in the warrants are blacked out after being unsealed. Some have suggested this is unnecessary considering the suspect is no longer alive. Live in the studio, Bo Berman, Fox, Connecticut.
Now, the warrants also